Alrighty, what is going on YouTube? What is going on everybody? If you're new, whatever, if you're old. Don't have a ton of people watching the channel yet, but it is still slowly growing, and I'm doing it my way, raw, uncut, mostly unedited. Well, mostly raw, but obviously if I'm like right now I'm going to train with Adam finally. I'm trying to do a vlog where I go to train with Adam for a minute now since I've been back here in Rochester. So obviously there's certain things that I might get caught in conversation with on camera that I don't want people to hear. I want this to be as professional as possible in terms of the way that I act. I'm 32 years old. I'm not 22 years old. So I'm not trying to set a bad example for anybody, and I'm not trying to have anybody think that I live a lifestyle that I don't. If people watch my Instagram stories, my posts, my YouTube, it's a pretty good idea, not too hard to grasp an idea of what my life is like. Basically, you know, I've been living in Florida the last 18 months, so whenever I'm in Florida, I'm just going to the gym. I might travel some places around the state, but mostly I'm just hanging at my apartment, going to the gym, Instagram, clients, everything, social media. And kind of the same thing when I'm here in Rochester, except down in Florida, I only lived there for a short time, so I didn't have an established group of friends or anything like that, and I found it hard to establish a group of people that I actually wanted to be around other than my buddy John. And John, bodybuilding vegan, he lived 2.5 hours away, so it's not like I was going to drive to train with him every single day. It was maybe once or twice a month. But here in Rochester, this is where I'm from. These are my roots. I know everything. I'm more comfortable. It's the environment that I know more so. And I have a bunch of clients here. And then I also have a bunch of friends from, you know, middle school, high school, even way before middle school, believe it or not. So I have a little bit busier of a lifestyle here in New York than I did in Florida. Obviously, people see me go to Houston. I've been to Houston 5-6 times this year. And I'll be going back again most likely before the end of the year, but the goal right now is to save up my money because I got a lot of changes happening, try to save some money, get a new place. I got my car, you know. I'm definitely going to get another car next year for sure, by the way, because I'm racking so many miles on this car. The plan when I got this car was basically, because it's a Charger, it's a nice car, it costs a lot of money even though it's used, but it had some miles on it, and I already put 20K on it, so I don't know how long it'll last. But yeah, just speaking to you guys on this, it's really gray, crappy Monday here, 45 degrees. Not much is really happening in a place where it's that cold and crappy weather, so gotta create things to do. That's why I'm going to train with Adam. My wrist still feels a little funny, so I'm not going to train too heavy. I don't know what we're going to do, but yeah, I will be at his house in a couple of minutes and we'll start filming there. Oh yeah, we getting ready. We in Adam's basement gym, not a garage gym, a basement gym. Some chest, shoulders. We gotta move the bench still. Chest, shoulders, triceps, I don't know, just getting a light pump. Training in the dungeon. Yeah. Just getting them nice, slow, contracted reps in. So, as you can see, we are doing some flies and light reps since my wrist is a little messed up. But my chest is more pumped now doing light reps than it is doing my normal heavier workouts. Adam always gets me pumped up quick, so let's keep it going. Feels like I'm like a German disco or something. That's exactly what it is, dog. Alright. I mean, is this weight light for you? Are you even getting a stretch on it?
Oh, hell yeah. I can squeeze anything, bro. You got like 20 reps.
Boom.
I'm gonna get a lot of lighting in here too. The lighting in here sucks.
What up, y'all? So I just got done training with Adam, Big Grizz, a couple minutes ago. So now I am at, can you guess where? I am at Brugger's, and of course I'm about to get a sandwich. I actually have only eaten one hard-boiled egg this morning and a Greek yogurt, and just lifted for about an hour, chest mostly, all reps, lightweight, pumping it out. My chest is honestly more sore right now than it would be if I were to hit like 110s or 115s on incline for a few reps. And partially the reps thing is all because, you know, my wrist is still bothering me. I tried to incline press up to 185 and more, which I incline press on Smith machine and normal incline press with barbells for reps on 225, even up to 250, and it hurt to do 185. So taking it light the rest of the day, taking it easy, gonna go for a walk and maybe some chores, and we'll see from there. Okay guys, so now I'm on something called the Hojack Trail. And the Hojack Trail is essentially this really long trail that goes through the whole entire town of Webster, starting from the lake all the way through it diagonally into the other towns. And basically, it was a train all along this path, ran across the lake into the city of Rochester up until like the 50s or the 60s or something. Then it crashed, fell off the tracks, and they never did anything with it, so they turned it into a trail. And where I grew up was, you know, right close to here, so my backyard led to this trail. So this was like what I knew for walking and cardio, and you know, I just grew up in this really interesting area in the suburbs where it was not country, but just smack between tons of hills and woods, and built around all the woods and hills wherever land was flat and things like that. But man, I gotta check something in my boots, so y'all give me a second. I mean, if you guys really think about it, look how beautiful some of the leaves are and everything. The only weird thing is you get strange guys in strange coats coming down the trail. Look at them. So it's like, this guy's probably like, what's he doing? But these the colors of the leaves and everything, they look great, especially like the red right there. Look at that, it's awesome. And another cool little thing, they have trails off of trails. I actually went down this trail one time, and you would think growing up near these woods my whole entire life that I would never get freaking lost. But true story, I've actually gotten almost lost twice now, because sometimes, I'm not gonna lie, most of the time when I'm walking through these trails and these woods, I'm on my phone. So like I zone out. Like I know the trail I'm on is bringing me to a place and eventually we'll need to go. But sometimes I'll take a longer one than I thought, and it would be like dusk, getting dark, and I'm like, oh shit. Like when it gets dark out, and I'm not in an area I'm familiar as with another one close by, then that's when I start getting messed up. So yeah, it is a Monday, and there is a strange amount of people walking down this trail from all different angles and sides, and never really seen that before. But I guess the town of Webster has become a more populated area since I left and the times I went to prison. So I've like been basically dipping in and out of my hometown and haven't spent much time here for more than a year or two ever since 2016. Because that's when I went to prison, came back 2019. Obviously I lived here from 2019 to early 2021, so I was here for 2 years or a little longer, whatever. And then moved. So just yapping, guys, just giving it to you guys raw, giving you my thoughts, my emotions, whatever's on my mind. There's always different things happening every day. Obviously I can't talk about every single detail that goes on in my life, and I'm still building on the foundation of who I am and what I'm becoming. So everything I do and I'm doing right now is a build up to what things will be. And then at that point, when and if enough people care and I have that much of attention from people and that much of an influence on people. Because right now, yeah, I do fantastic in the algorithm. There's some posts that I have, guys, where tens of thousands of accounts, almost 100,000 accounts reach per post, which is very hard to do. Some of my female clients are killing it like that, and it's really hard to get that organic crazy reach on Instagram, man. But that's one of the biggest things that helps your account grow and people see you online. And the other parts are doing YouTube, obviously, networking and traveling and meeting people. One of the biggest things that helps me grow, another thing I haven't said anything, was when I'm traveling and doing things and seeing old friends. People ask me what I do for work. As soon as someone asks me what I do for work, it instantly sparks an interesting conversation and people look you up after you meet them, da 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 da. But not a whole lot more planned. Like I was saying earlier, I'm just going to keep walking, getting these steps in. Don't know what the rest of the day has entailed, but if there's something extra fun and exciting, I will show you guys. Okay guys, as you can see, I'm at South Beach Tanning, a little plaza off Empire Boulevard. And yeah, I'm about to go tanning. So I've been tanning here before. It was kind of funny. I actually randomly reached out to the owner the other day. Coincidentally, well, not really coincidentally, I guess, but I've met her before such a long time ago, 2007. Ex-girlfriend of mine was a cheerleader. She was a cheer coach. She still does that stuff. She owns this business. And me being someone with a local guy in the area with a following, you know, going tanning is part of my, being a tan, good-looking guy is part of my marketing and branding and my image. So you never know when there's kind of little tip for you guys, anybody that's on the come up or an influencer growing a following, if you're in your local area and you're one of the few people killing it, definitely an opportunity. You could at least bring light to it to somebody else and say, hey, I could maybe do this and maybe you could do that, da da da, stuff like that. So anyways, gonna go in there and get a tan. I'm getting kind of pale because I'm not in Florida anymore and I'm not outside in the sun, so I want to maintain that tan, so let's get after it. Okay, so we finished tanning. I'm all tanned up, guys. What else? Ah, man, I get bored sometimes. I'm just tempted to go buy more shoes, do more shopping. I'm close to Walmart. I might as well buy a couple of things, so let's go do that. I am in the bread aisle in Walmart because I plan on getting bread for PB&J, but I'm gonna get small sliced bread, healthy bread, wheat bread, whatever I gotta get. I usually never get bread or eat sandwiches, but I'm working out a lot lately and I'm doing a lot of cardio, so I deserve it. There's such small sandwiches, 300-400 calories, so pick this bread. You know, I don't really want to do a whole entire series of me in the grocery store. I just want to show a mix of things that I'm doing throughout the day. So I'm trying to get better, guys. I'm trying. Keep saying it. I'll say it again. God damn it. Yeah, let me keep shopping. Okie dokie. So I am back at home, and that is a wrap for the video. I am all done. Man, I don't even know if I'm gonna go to bed early and drive my sister and my mother to the airport. They're going to Florida for 6 days, right down to the same area that I'm usually living in. But I'm not going back there, so I'm staying here, right here in Rochester, and will be for quite a bit longer. I am stashing some money right now, and just making sure I'm making all the right decisions as I keep growing and evolving. And yeah, that's really it, guys. Just lots of changes, lots of growth. I'm 32 years old. It's the first time in my life that I've been able to do everything 100% independently, and not only be able to do it independently, but comfortably, at least becoming comfortable. My definition of comfortable, like, I don't ever have to worry about paying my bills anymore. Things like going out to eat are no problem, even though I try not to do it that often. If I go buy a sandwich or something that's under $10 a day, it's really not much to me. I was going crazy for a while. I was going out to dinner every couple nights, traveling all the time, buying shoes, and obviously I'm still doing some of that stuff, but I'm pretty much staying put at this point. So now I gotta save some money because all the extra spare money that I was making on top of after the bills and everything was all the traveling and all that other stuff. So imagine ever since I started doing that in January or February, man, if I wouldn't have traveled even half as much or a third as much, how much further ahead I could be right now. And it's just, that's another thing that I'm reminding myself of and I'm saying to you guys, because save money while you can, because you never know what your 401k will be like, what your job security will be like, if the company's going to sell out. You never know what's going to happen. So just be safe, be smart about your money, and I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and please keep watching, please subscribe.